Hey, everybody, welcome to the April 29th, 2022 edition of PWTorch presents the Daily Newswire. I am your host, Tyler Sage at Ring of Tyler. Thank you again for letting me in. And in fair warning, you have me for a couple more days in a row here. I know Zach is a good palate cleanser for everybody, myself included, but he is out of town and enjoying some time away. So you'll have me until at least next Wednesday. So when it comes to Fireside Chat, we're going to probably do one this weekend and get a different person on there. You'll have to stick around and find out to see who it's going to be. But yes, we'll still do a show that weekend or this weekend for Fireside Chat. So yes, thank you for hanging out, and let's get into today's news. So last night, I teased this on yesterday's Newswire. As I was recording, Josh Alexander was taking on Moose for the Impact World title. Moose was had lost it at the pay-per-view and trying to get back, and Alexander successfully defended that title. And afterwards, it was shown and announced and all that good stuff, promoted, if you will, that Tomohiro Ishii will be taking on Josh Alexander at the Saturday, May 7th, Under Siege show. So, another fun Forbidden Door sort of stuff here. I absolutely hate that term, but so yeah, that should be a good match and a good, Alexander versus Moose is an interesting matchup, and I think Ishii is a completely different matchup and should show the flexibility of Josh Alexander, like we've seen with someone like an Adam Page in AEW, taking on different sorts of competitors to enhance the title run. So I'm very excited to see that. And yeah, so there's that, your Impact update for the day. In other news, it was announced that Mick Foley will be managing FTR at an independent event here in, I think it was May 14th. I don't have it written down, but it was coming up soon. And this is not the event that Bret Hart was supposed to manage them, but definitely feels like could be a pivot for the FTR plan. If Hart was going to manage them there and he was available in AEW, it seemed like that was going to be the case, as has been reported here and at other locations, that Bret Hart has a exclusive merchandise deal with WWE and other things built to a contract that will not allow him to be on AEW television, but do independent dates outside of them. So Foley, I'm sure that there's some reporting to be done there if he has a Legends deal, if he can do AEW, etc. So I'm sure look out for that in the coming days to report on that. But if we find out, we will report it to you here. But it feels like Foley is a little bit of an option B, and that is it's harsh to say, but Bret Hart coming in and managing FTR felt pretty perfect. So Foley works too as a legend, but if you don't have the story there, if you're AEW and it's possible, I don't know if you need to force it, but we'll see. So another news, Cody Rhodes was on the Corey Graves podcast recently, talked AEW versus WWE tribalism, which he talked about his doing of not that's his full responsibility. He was, I would say, hard on himself in general. I think that's always going to naturally occur, but he also talked about fatherhood and how that changed him and all that stuff. So you can check that out if you want more information on that. But it was also announced that Cody will be on Broken Skull Sessions with Stone Cold Steve Austin. So he had done the Ryan Satin show, the Corey Graves show, and he's doing the Stone Cold show. So he is through the official channels of doing the car wash through official WWE podcasts and shows. So look for him next to do the Ringer shows, is my guess. The Cheap Heats, the shows with David Shoemaker, etc. So great shows. They are just the next tier below official WWE products. So look out for them there. And so is welcome on the Torch, even by me. I know if he's listened to me in the past, he probably wouldn't like to come, but I'd love to talk to Cody. And I think you should check out him talking about stuff here. So, and then finally, Stardom announced that they have Dave Meltzer reported that Stardom will not be participating in the Forbidden Door show, as they do have a pay-per-view on the same day, June 26th. So, a couple questions from there leads to, Will AEW bring someone from the outside to have a match? Will there be a ROH title match? ROH versus someone on the AEW roster, even though it's the same thing now. Will there be an independent person coming in? Can you get an alley catch to come in to make it feel a little bit more special, like you have an outside person or another independent star in those ranks? And or do you have a big tag match? I mean, it's essential that you have a women's match on this show. I don't think that's great for PR personally if you just had all male matches for this. So something to look out for there. Stardom also did, it's reported that they would like some AEW talent for their December 30th show at Sumo Hall. So I think that would be awesome. And any sort of intermixing between New Japan and Stardom with AEW is, I think, beneficial for all companies involved. So be on the lookout for that. Disappointing for me, to say the least. I thought that we could get some great content there and see some Stardom versus AEW stuff as well. But we'll have to wait and see. Maybe that'll come down the line and continue the Forbidden Door. So that's all the news I have for you today, guys. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment below. All that stuff helps YouTube deem that myself, Zach, Wade, and everyone here at the Torch is deserving of, you've chosen us to be deserving of your eyeballs, but if you do all that stuff, it'll pop us up to other people and make them think, hey, they need to listen to us too. So if you could do that, really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, and I'll also see you on Fireside Chat very soon. So for Tyler Sage, this is PWTorch Daily Newswire, and I'll talk to you later.